meeting the sharks itself was a big opportunity, right? These are people who have built brands in their own right, right? Super respect to these people. It was a chance to go and meet them and talk with them and get their feedback at close quarters. Why wouldn't I take it, right? So it was a no-brainer. We had to apply. So yeah, to be honest, the strategic questions that they asked during the pitch were very pertinent, right? And I still need to figure out the answers for that, right? So I'm in that evaluation phase right now, Kiar, whether this is something that is, even if I take the money from another investor, there are a lot of investors who are talking right now, right? Even if I take the money, is this the right approach and is this the right way to do it? Is the biggest question in my mind. Or maybe I should give myself 2 years to go do another D2C. I think Aman approaches it very much from whether this brand actually is something that the audience will love or not, right? So that is his approach more than anything else, because he's been a marketer himself,
right?
And he's built a brand that everybody knows.
Hi Ganesh, Balakrishnan. Welcome to Koimoi. This is my third episode with the pictures of shark. Tell me, man, how are you feeling right now? I saw your episode and it made me cry. All right. So, how is your mind space right now, and how are you feeling after that?
A lot of reflection after the episode aired. The amount of encouragement and support that I've got from not just people in India but people across the world has been overwhelming. So I'm still trying to process it, to be honest. But it feels very heartening to see that everybody sees a little bit of their life and what I've gone through. So right. So it feels I'm very happy that that people are genuinely associating with and empathizing with what I've gone through with Flatheads. So that's good.
Man, you were so honest in that show, honest on that episode. We have never seen such contestant being such honest. And by the way, I'm a fan of your logo, all right? I love the fur, and I can see it behind you. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me, how did this idea come to you that I have to go to Shark Tank and pitch and try to get, secure some funding and get the sharks on board? What was the idea behind it? Let's start with that.
So we were looking to raise funds and we were pitching to multiple investors anyway, right? And when the application window opened, we decided to apply to Shark Tank as well. I know a couple of people who had pitched in Shark Tank season 1, and I had seen the phenomenal amount of exposure and visibility and brand growth that they had experienced after the show, right? Regardless of whether they got funded or not, right? So, and that was another big upside. Third is, meeting the sharks itself was a big opportunity, right? These are people who have built brands in their own right, right? Super respect to these people. It was a chance to go and meet them and talk with them and get their feedback at close quarters. Why wouldn't I take it, right? So it was a no-brainer. We had to apply.
All right. Okay, a lot of people are watching this. They want to know the process of how people, get into the Shark Tank and go ahead and pitch it. Can you just highlight a few pointers at what you need to do to get into Shark Tank, and so they can also try and do, young entrepreneurs who are watching it. Can you just give some insight in that?
Sure. So there is first a written application and a video pitch that they ask for. That is the first phase. Right. The written application is details about your business. So, have your thought process and your, business idea and the business metrics if the business is already running, very, detailed out, and, be on top of those numbers for sure. That is one advice I would give. The second is that video. I honestly think that we got shortlisted because we did a great job with the video. We got that feedback when we went and met them later, that they were really impressed by the video, right? So I think the younger generation of entrepreneurs are, much more tuned to making great video content than we are. But make that stand out, right? That is the differentiating factor. That would really give you that extra spike to get into the next round. So that's the first round. The second round is an audition. So they call you for auditions. Every city they hold auditions. So you have to go and pitch to a jury. It's not the sharks, but it's a Shark Tank. And there they will assess it, and they will ask you all the questions. it's almost like a rehearsal pitch to the sharks.
All
They
right.
will ask you all the
Okay.
questions. They will grill you and they will right. They will put you in a spot just like the sharks do. And depending on how you respond, they also decide whether this is something that is worthy of getting onto Shark Tank. And depending on the business, the what do you call the value of the business itself, right? Whether it is worth on Shark Tank. So there are people who evaluate that, and after that you get to go on the show, man. That's the last.
All right. Okay, chalo, we've reached to the show now. How's the feeling standing there and pitching to the shark? Dil dhak hota hai, kya hota hai? Kuch line bhul jate ho? Are there retakes on it? Or you have to give the pitch in one. How does that
go? Butterflies in your stomach and super nervous for sure. Right? When you walk in towards the door, the music is blaring, the lights are flashing, right? It's a surreal environment, and it was almost like I was taking the IIT JEE all over again, right? A lot of nervous energy. Like, kya hoga? But yeah, walking into the room, it was almost like, you need to give your best shot, right?
All right.
Regardless of what happens. So that was the deal. And yes, you have to pitch it as if you're pitching to a proper investor. And I was a little surprised because they did not know that I was going to be there, right?
All right.
They literally find out that you are there only when the stage starts getting set up. So
okay.
While I see a lot of trolls saying that, hey, it is scripted and all that stuff, honestly, they had no idea that I was coming, right?
All right.
So once I walked in is when they heard the pitch is when the interaction started, right? They get a one-page read when you walk in, but that's when they get it. They don't get it much earlier.
All right. So walking into the pitch, all right. Tell me, who was your initial target? Who you wanted to get on board and you were keen to get on the board? Like, which were the sharks?
So a lot of people talk about this and ask me this question. I honestly don't have an opinion on this. I did not. No, seriously. I did not go in with a view that, hey, I will have this one shark that I will target. I respect all of them because all of them have built businesses on their own, right? Right? And more the sharks, the better was my approach when I went. So the intent was to pitch it as best as possible, and then try to figure out whether any shark will bite, right? That was the intent. But yeah, I wasn't having a strategy of getting one over the other. It was to give the best shot and see what happens.
All right, but yeah, तुम तो बाजीगर निकले, हार के भी आप जीत गए. I saw a tweet, all right, that all your inventory is gone right now. So real बाजीगर अगर किसी को कहा जाए तो वो तुम हो. Man, how does that work? Were you surprised at that? How did that go? Tell me.
Yeah, I still don't know what's happening, right?
Okay.
The way the episode has been received, the way people have empathized and supported what happened there, and my experience and Flatheads' experience has been really heartening, I have to say. And we just saw traffic spike on our website, people coming and ordering, multiple messages saying, hey, where's the stock? Give me more, give me more, give me more. And those messages are not stopped. It's still there.
Oh, wow.
Right? And it happened in the US and UAE as well, where we have stock. People are now buying internationally, not just India, right?
Wow.
That is some surreal experience, right? So that is a lot of fun. This is what an entrepreneur dreams of when they launch a brand, right? This is virality, which is very hard to achieve. So it has been very exciting, and yeah, as you said, हार के भी जीत गए.
बाजीगर के अलावा अपने आप को एक इन्वेंटरी निकालो जिसका नाम निकले बाजीगर करके, and the shoe is called बाजीगर. I'm giving you that idea right now. Okay, take it from me.
Nice. I'll put your name on it as special mention.
But man, really, at the end of the pitch, we thought that you're gonna shut it down, and we all were like worried कि क्या होगा, and now we see this response. So, are you gonna keep doing this? Like you said on the show, you're gonna evaluate things and go ahead with something. What's your thought process right now, and what you're doing with Flatheads?
So yeah, to be honest, the strategic questions that they asked during the pitch were very pertinent, right? And I still need to figure out the answers for that, right? So I'm in that evaluation phase right now, whether this is something that is even if I take the money from another investor, there are a lot of investors who are talking right now, right? Even if I take the money, is this the right approach and is this the right way to do it? Is the biggest question in my mind. Or maybe I should give myself 2 years to go do another D2C.
All right.
Learn
Still,
from
that's the
another
process
D2C
that you have
journey.
in your mind. It's still the same process that you have in your mind. Okay.
Yes, yes. So I am still evaluating that, to be honest. I did not expect what is happening with Flatheads to happen, right?
Right,
Um,
right, right.
but having said that, this is something that I will take any day of the week, right?
Yes, man. Yes, man. See, if you're
I
honest and
just hope
you
that
know
this
the
love continues.
honesty, if you're honest, the camera catches the honesty, all right? And we have the eyes that we see honest people, and I was keen on talking to you because I saw the honesty in you, all right? But yeah, you rejected one of the offers. You got a job offer from them and you rejected them, and now you're here. You know how life changes. If you're honest with your approach and you have a clear heart, this happens with you now. Do you believe in that?
Absolutely, man. I wouldn't have imagined the way it has played out, but yeah, as I said, I'll take it without any questions, right? With both hands, like lao yaar or lao. I love this. Uh, but I sincerely hope that this continues, right? I think lately we've been, as the economy is slowing down and you see signs of that, IPOs have been bashed, people have been questioned on valuations, and, unicorns have been trolled upon. I think there is a real entrepreneurship story to be told about what's happening in this country. And that is going to just exponentially increase the amount of entrepreneurial energy here. And the amount of opportunity that is available in this country is big, right? I sincerely hope that every entrepreneur that goes on Shark Tank gets the same amount of support.
I hope so too, man. But you have to be honest in your approach. Chalo, since you said that, tell me what young entrepreneurs have to do this, and how honest they have to be with their pitch. What is that one or two advice that you would like to give from your experience? Be it a winner experience, be it a failure experience. We all can see that failure is now success. Everything can change in one day. What would you like to tell this young entrepreneurs who's looking to do something like that?
Yeah, be yourself. That's all.
That's much necessary.
Yeah, and you can't fake it because these people have run their businesses, right? When you're in front of a shark, or when you're in front of any investor, right? You can very easily, they can very easily find out when you're BSing, right? They will figure it out. So it is very important to be honest. After the pitch as well, there is something called a due diligence process. I don't know if people are aware, but there is a very detailed process on understanding what the business is and what the metrics are. They will talk to your customers and find out whether you're actually doing this in a legit way or not. So there is a lot of things that go through before an investment comes in. And the best approach is to be honest to yourself and to everybody else around you. Makes life that much easier, no?
All right. Don't lie, don't fake it. Just be yourself, and you will end up where Ganesh has ended up right now. Honesty gets you a lot of things, and we have seen that example right now. Ganesh, tell me a few things. All right, who was the most emotional shark among all of them? Who did you find the most emotional?
Well, when that whole emotional thing happened at the end, I think Vinita was, she resonated the most with what I was going through. She put out a post recently as well on Twitter. On Instagram, sorry, and Twitter about this, saying, hey, while he was talking about the journey, I saw exactly what had happened to me in 2013 before she launched Sugar, right? And that is, that really made her emotional. I think all the sharks were a little touched. I remember Aman saying,
they were.
Forget
about the judges, all right? Forget about the sharks. We were touched, man. Okay, tell me, who was the hardest nut to crack? Whom do you think is the hardest nut to crack from the sharks?
For sure. Yeah, respect to that guy. He's built out a brand, earlier than most people in a category that is, not just in India, worldwide, it is known to be a very tough category, eyewear, right? He has built manufacturing, not just branding. He has built manufacturing also, vertically integrated. So super respect. And he is very level-headed about it, right? He will ask you the right questions and, evaluate whether this business is worth it or not, right? There is a very rational side to him as an investor, which you can't, what do you call, fake and get away with.
Right.
Right. So he's a tough nut to crack for sure.
All right. Who's the easiest one? Who's the easiest to crack?
None of them are. That's why they're sharks, man.
No, not even Aman. I thought Aman is the one.
I don't know. I think Aman approaches it very much from whether this brand actually is something that the audience will love or not, right? So that is his approach more than anything else, because he's been a marketer himself,
Right.
and he's built a brand that everybody knows. So he approaches it from that perspective, and he talked about the 4 Ps as well when we were. So there, again, you have to be on your toes when you talk to him. But वो अच्छा दोस्त भी है. Right? We have interacted since, by the way, and he's a great guy. Right? Both Anupam and Aman, we've interacted, and both of them are very genuine guys, right? Very
right.
So yeah, you अच्छे दोस्त हो तो फिर ठीक है, right?
That's what you need,
give you a
man,
pass.
right? Yeah, that's what you need, man. It was so much fun talking to you, Ganesh. I hope you do really good with Flatheads, and I see this brand all around the stores that I visit right now. And personally, I'll also go and buy if there's something left in the stock. All right, from my side, just to give you a satisfaction of that. All right. Best of luck, man. It was good talking to you. I can see the honesty right now. Be like this, and you'll go very far in future, man.
Thank you. I enjoyed being here and talking to you, man.
Thank you, man. Best of luck. I'll see you around, and hopefully I'll see your brand around. All right. Ta-da.
Super. Take care.